We can start now. Our friends in media, we're with this afternoon the leaders of the major political parties. On my right is Congressman East Barbers of NP. Of course, our chairman of the Constitutional Amendment, Congressman Rufus. My left is Deputy Speaker J.J. Suarez. And my left also Congressman Duavit of NPC. And of course, NUP Congressman Abet Garcia. And I saw Congressman Martin Berga. So I think we can start while waiting for our majority leader. So, medyo Hawan nyo ka, dito ka. Pull the chair. Dito ka na, Jay. Kong JJ. Kami, pare. Kong JJ. Hila na tayong chair. So, okay. Can you start the ball rolling na? Si Ryan na dyan. Ryan, okay. Start na.
So we just had an all-member caucus because some members would like us to gather because of the recent developments and the developments from the Senate. Statements were issued wherein some or a lot of House members would want to also express and get the sentiments of other House members. So there was a proposal to come up with a House resolution from this August chamber, the House of Representatives. The House resolution will be filed on Monday. Maybe I will just wait for it to be filed on Monday to be official, yeah.
So to give you an idea for the resolution, a resolution expressing unwavering solidarity. On Monday na. I think on Monday na po. Okay, thank you. Okay, resolution expressing unwavering solidarity and support to the leadership of the Honorable Speaker Ferdinand Martin Gomez Romualdez and the upholding the integrity and honor of the House of Representatives in the face of intense assault from the Senate in violation of the principle of the interparliamentary courtesy and undue interference in the performance of its legislative and constituent functions. So that is the title of the resolution. Thank you, Mr.
Well, we welcome that development because that is what we agreed and have been waiting for since the start of this year. They filed resolution of both houses number 6. And in fact, if we backtrack that resolution of both houses number 6 filed by the Senate President Mig Subiri even gave it a timeline that they will pass it this March. So the House, we are patient enough in waiting for them to pass it this March. So maghintay po ang House. So we would like to thank our counterparts in the Senate for finally sitting down as what we were requesting. Let's bring it up to a higher level of discussion, particularly which is the meat of the matter, the economic amendments that has to be made to help this country. The economic amendments to update that 37-year-old Constitution. So, maghihintay po kami. Nagsabi naman po ang Senate President na gagawin nila to, ipapasa nila by March, so the House of Representatives will have that patience in waiting for them to transmit it to us before our Holy Week break. Maghintay po kami.
Firstly, as we have stated in the previous press conference, this will be the game changer. If they approve the economic amendments to the Constitution, then there will be no more basis for the people's initiative. Our RBA 6 here really is only economic amendments. No abolition of the Senate. They are reacting, overreacting on something that is not there. And so therefore, we support the Senate President and the senators, hopefully that they're going to approve this before the Holy Week. We just have some requests to include, to have a total, comprehensive opening of our economy. They only have three. They have public utility, they have education, and advertising. We would like to have especially the constitutional provision on the development exploitation of natural resources. Jerry Sikat, the economist, has come out this morning that in fisheries itself, we cannot bring in big investors on fishing, and we are an archipelagic country that needs foreign investments. And the NEDA chief has said, Mr. Balisacan, that we should open already. So our appeal to them, why also not consider development of exploitation of natural resources, and then media and others that we have proposed. So yeah, that's subject to what we have. So we are requesting a more comprehensive economic amendments, nothing on political amendments. Thank you.
Dadagdagan ko lang, sorry. Dadagdagan ko lang kasi this is a welcome development, no? Tayo po ay nasisiyahan dahil at last, no, may schedule na, madidinig na itong RBH 6. But let me just refresh the memory of everyone that for the last several days, yung ating speaker po ay nagpahayag at sinuportahan po ito ng ating mga kasamaan sa Kongreso na kami po ay willing to embrace the version that the Senate will pass. Dahil po sa Senate po manggagaling yung version ng economic amendment sa ating Constitution, therefore, they will be assured that we will not take up any political provision for that matter. So, again, let me reiterate that the Speaker, as the head of the 311 members of this House, has manifested his desire to embrace the version that the Senate will pass in this RBH.
Hello, good afternoon. On our part po, actually masaya kami, no, dito sa nangyayari na sa Senate na nag-schedule na sila na meron silang hearing. Like I said sa 2 days ago, in an ideal world nga, yung mga debate mangyayari sa opisyal na kapasidad. And I think that is the beginning of that. Now, any start is, just to start it is good. If it ends up in whichever mode that is agreed upon by both houses, ang sabi ko kanina sa meeting, ang view ko doon is, alam mo, minsan yung debate mas importante sa resulta. Mapalitan man o ang konstitusyon o hindi, ang maganda yung napag-usapan. No? So that is our view. We already are on record as to what our views are towards this. Makikita nyo naman sa record natin yung mga pangalan namin, lahat na panindigan na rin namin. And we're looking forward to that happening also in the Senate. Maski ano man ang desisyon nila, nandun din naman ang mga pangalan nila at ang mga stand nila. So yun. And we again, we respect them. A lot of them were our colleagues, and I think this is the start of things simmering down and getting back to work. So we welcome it very much. Thank you.
Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. First of all, sorry for us being late dahil nag-meeting pa po yung party leaders with the speaker. Then afterwards, nag-meeting po yung all-member caucus na ginanap ngayong hapon. Kaya medyo na-late po kami. And in that meeting, of course, medyo maraming emotions, maraming napag-usapan. Hindi naman natin maalis yun given the recent events that have happened. Pero ang pinaka-importanting takeaway from that caucus is that number one, the House is solid behind the Speaker as was relayed by our Senior Deputy Speaker and Majority Floor Leader in the form of the resolution that will be filed on Monday. So yun po yung una. Pangalawa, kahit na medyo nasasaktan yung ating speaker, ang instructions niya po sa ating mga kasamahan dito sa House of Representatives ay wag nang palakihin yung issue, tayo po'y magtrabaho na. Nang sa ganon ay yung ating trabaho ay talagang pakinabangan ng ating mga mamamayan. So yan po, in so many words, ang instructions ng ating speaker, and we're very happy na ditinggin na ng Senate ang RBH 6 para magawa na rin po namin ang aming counterpart dito sa House of Representatives at mapag-usapan na po ang pag-improve ng ating konstitusyon nang sa ganon ay mabuksan ang ating ekonomiya for more investments, better jobs, and better lives for our people. Yun lang po at maraming salamat.
For that to happen, we'll have to have a total change of form of government to a parliamentary form of government, and that cannot even be done via constituent assembly. That can only be done by way of a constitutional convention of representatives elected by the people in a separate election. Hindi na kami yung gagawa nun. It's very clear that this is not that this is not in the table. To give a little bit of history, yung RBH 6 na version ng House does ask for a convention. But the reason that this version of the House was to ask for the conversion this term was because last term, if you recall, like I said, I personally faced you all on the same topic also. The offer naman of our former Speaker Lord was Constituent Assembly, economic provisions only, voting separately, at hindi rin tinanggap. So, ang thinking this term was, okay, kung hindi nyo gusto yon, ay subukan naman natin itong isa. So, kaya ganon yung version ng RBH 6 ng House ngayon. So, with the latest developments naman, ang sinasabi na nga is, kung ayaw ninyo rin ng RBH 6 namin, yung RBH 6 naman ninyo. Parang maumpisahan na lang. Thank you.
Okay. Can I say something?
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. With relation to the question of Tina, no? Yeah. I think what we see is the narrative against progress and development is consistent. So gusto nilang lagyan ng political color yung constitutional amendments na pinupush ng House of Representatives. When in fact, on the table are purely economic amendments. This was the same argument and threats post by the Senate na sinabi na i-abolish daw sila, matatanggal daw sila. Tapos ito naman sinasabi na to perpetuate power, etc., etc. You know, it's really the same narrative being thrown against the proposal to push for charter amendments. But, you know, like what Jack has mentioned earlier and the other colleagues have been parroting since, you know, we fought for this. You know, how long do we have to wait? We're in the same level as Cambodia already. We're 8th from the last. When do you want to actually realize the full potential of the country? So we're happy with the development of the Senate. We look forward to them having discussions quickly. Let me emphasize quickly kasi Majo mentioned a timeline earlier, although I'm quite concerned because when I heard the statements of Senator Coco Pimentel, ang sinabi niya, parang kakailanganin ng mahigit 1 taon to sa Senado para pag-usapan. So, siguro yun ang kailangan natin malaman mula sa mga kaibigan natin sa Senado, yung timetable. They gave. So, we'll hold them to that, March.
Regarding, to add to that, yung sinabi kong timetable, hindi po kami nagbigay nun, ha? May records na nag-issue ng statement o yung Senate President at sinabi nila, Senate President Mig Subiri, na tatrabahuin nila to at they will try to have it for March para i-transmit po sa amin. So, sa kanilang timetable to, hindi po sa House of Representatives. In fact, this development is a welcome development for us. Kung matransmit nila sa amin ng March, nandito na sa amin yung bola, tatapusin namin para pwede na natin ipresenta sa taong bayan for a referendum. Pagbubotohan na ng tao. Ngayon, yung mga ibang agam-agam na may people's initiative, hindi na po magagawa yon kasi isa lang po pwedeng initiative for every 5 years. Now, with regards to the suspicion that we are trying to do this to have somebody become a prime minister or something, records will prove, tingnan po natin ano yung transmit ng House of Representatives sa Senado. Hindi po yung sikreto. Those are public records. Anong transmit ng House of Representatives sa Senado? Resolution of both Houses number 6, authored by 302 congressmen, Constitutional Convention to amend the economic provision. So wala pong nilagay doon na political. So I do not know kung saan po galing yung political, klarong-klaro po sa transmit ng House of Representatives that is for economic provisions that we really feel that in each and every Congress, sa lahat ng speaker na dumaan dito sa House of Representatives, we're trying to push to update that 37-year-old Constitution. So, siguro balikan po natin, I'm challenging those who are accusing the House of Representatives of trying to put in this, pushing for this constitutional amendments or changes in our Constitution to review. Pakita nyo po yung dokumento na nagsasabi na we are pushing for those type of political changes. You present. We challenge them to go and check the records of the Senate of what we transmitted. Tama na po yung istorya-storya at kung ano-anong kalokohan. Kaya nga masaya kami ngayon upon learning that the Senate is now going to deliberate on it. Ang tagal na po natin iniintay yan. So tama na po yung mga kung ano-anong istorya. Let's stick to the facts of what we transmitted to the Senate, and we welcome the development from the Senate telling everyone in this country that they are going to discuss their RBH number 6 proposing amendments to the constitutional, to the economic provisions of the Constitution.
Yes, Majority Leader, can I add more? To the question of the statement of President Duterte, former President Duterte, that the PI will lead to some people to become prime minister, and there will be it will be a perpetuation of power. That has no constitutional and legal basis. Constitutional. People's initiative cannot change the form of government or the system of government. We are unitary. We cannot change it to federal through people's initiative because revision na yan eh. We cannot also change a bicameral form of government. System is a form ito. A bicameral form of government into a unicameral form because the PI will only be for amendments. Now, we therefore can see that there is no basis in that and also on the law on people's initiative. Clearly, amendments lang. So it can never happen to this PI that there can be a change to parliamentary to have elections for prime minister. And so therefore, that is very clear. It has no legal and constitutional basis to say that this is for, PI is for perpetuation of power of election of prime minister. So that is very clear. Thank you.
I guess nasa akin yung microphone. I think si Mayor Basta already gave a statement. Nag-statement na siya, nakita ko sa front page kanina. Irespetuhin na lang yung statement niya. No, hindi na para hindi pa tayo maglagay ng gasolina, di ba? Sa ano. May statement na po siya eh. So, ako personally, I'll just leave it at that.
Go ahead. I'll go after that.
Well, I think na supersede na yung sinabi ni Mayor Baste dun sa statement niya na binanggit nga ni Kong Jack. So, I guess kung na-supersede na, yun na yun siguro. At tama, instructions nga ni Speaker, huwag nang palakihin ng anggulo para makapagtrabaho na tayo pare-pareho at maging united tayo for the progress of the country. Kaya let's leave it at that. Ganon din sa katulad ng sinabi ni Kong Jack.
I think I've answered that question last Monday. Was it Monday or Monday when we had an interview, but I think you asked it. So, ako naman yung position ko same, no? It's baseless. It's sad that it had to be mentioned, but if kung titingnan niyo naman po yung nagawa at performance ng ating presidente, yun ang magpapatunay na yung mga binanggit ni Mayor Baste na lack of compassion, lack of direction, lack of love, I think has no value in it given the performance of President Bongbong Marcos. In fact, for the House, we even reiterated our support for him last Monday through the resolution that was read out by Senior Deputy Speaker Dong Gonzales.
On my part, I answered that also during Monday press conference, yung sinabi ni Mayor Baste. So, ang masasabi ko lang po, ang pinagbili ni Speaker na we will work as a team para sa ating mga kababayan.
Okay,
Si Medyo na, ikaw na. Sige
Hindi, ako gusto sagutin. Taga Mindanao ko.
ka.
Yung dalawang taga Mindanao.
Taga Mindanao.
May tatlo.
Apat Mindanao.
Yung apat taga Mindanao.
Kami, ilan ba kami taga Mindanao? 1, 2, 3, 4. Kami taga Mindanao. Bakit? That is their opinion. We don't share the same idea. Ayaw namin humiwalay unless paano, hindi ko nga maintindihan ang statement nila. Gusto nila humiwalay kasi wala. According, the last time we checked, according to DBM, yung isang distrito nga, 51 billion pesos. Anong hiwalay? Dahil nakakuha na ng 51 billion pesos at yung mga ibang distrito napabayaan nyo at hindi nyo naalagaan. Tapos iniisip nyo, sarili nyo lang. Bakit naman ganon? No? So why I don't see right now we're good and I don't see any benefit for this country, for Mindanao to separate. Tapos pag titingnan mo ng buo, hindi maganda sa ekonomiya na hihiwala yung Mindanao, may iwan eh. So, I still believe that we have, it is of more benefit that Mindanao be part of this republic. Pag humiwalay siya, madidihado pa. Okay lang siguro yung mga nakakuha na ng 51 billion pesos na sa kanilang distrito, sa kanilang syudad. Paano naman yung mga wala pa? Ihiwalay nyo na? So, I disagree with them.
Good afternoon. Tinitingnan ko yung seal ng house. Tanggalan ng isang star yun, dalawa na lang. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao yan. Magtanggalin mo, dalawa, pangit-pangit. Going back to history. Alam niyo po, yung Mindanao Independence Movement, nangyari po yan sa Cagayan de Oro. Buhay pa po ako, namatay na yung tatay ko. In fact, mayroon po akong passport noon. And it was started by a former mayor, and I think member of the Itiring Batasang Pambansa, na ilo-launch na yon para for his presidency. Pero hindi talaga naka-take off. Oo. If I'm not mistaken, it was the late mayor of Cagayan de Oro, Ruben Canoy. And kinausap din niya ang tatay ko dyan. My late father was a congressman then about his plans of being a president. That was his slogan, Mindanao Independence Movement. Pero hindi naka-take off po yun. As I said, may dollar pa sila, mayroon pa silang passport na gagawin yon. Pero doon pa lang, it was just only a slogan for him for running, probably for the presidency or Senate. Wala nang iba. Pero kung sasabihin mo bihig or talo sa releases, I don't think so. I don't think so now, Mindanao, lalo na ngayon. No? And probably it's another propaganda na lang na dapat ginawa na nila sa previous administration. Bakit ngayon? So, as a Mindanaoan, no, my province, sa Lone District of Camiguin, hindi papayag doon. Kasi kung talagang totohanin nila, ang Camiguin po, babalik na lang sa Visayas. Gusto ko nandun pa sa star ang Camiguin. Thank you.
Malayo yun.
Kung Ace, going back to history, ang Camiguin po, pumasok yung mga katsila. Yung simbahan po ng Camiguin, kasama po sa Visayas. When ginawa yung Misamis Oriental or Misamis and Cagayan de Oro, kinuha yung Camiguin as part of Mindanao. But originally, Camiguin was part of Visayas. Thank you.
Ako naman, I was asked earlier about that, yung secession move, no, and proposal. Ang aking sagot ay simple lang. No? Ito ay dapat pinag-aaralan. No? Ito ay hindi dapat, kasi marami pong proseso ang gagawin dito. Ang usapan pirma lang. When you create another, you remove Mindanao from the Republic of the Philippines, that would probably entail a revision of the Constitution. Isn't that correct? So ngayon, dahil pirma lang naman tayo, no, so wala namang political provisions at the moment, sa tingin ko, no, they probably have, the proponents probably have some idea on why they are pushing for this, no? Personally, my opinion is that I don't want to shoot it down right away because pag-aralan, tingnan natin, di ba? If this will redound to more benefits for the people, bakit naman hindi? But as it is today, medyo sa tingin ko malabo pa. Malabo pa yon. At because malabo pa yan, at hindi yan ang ating priority, dapat siguro pag-usapan natin muna yung more important matters at hand.
Okay, I am from Cagayan de Oro, Mindanao, Republic of the Philippines. So, the statement of the president, former president, and former Speaker of the House, former president was 6 years president in our country. There was no call for an independent Mindanao. Speaker Alvarez was but 3 years Speaker of the House. There was no call from him on seceding Mindanao from the Philippines. So now they're not the president anymore or the speaker, and then they don't want to give a chance to President Marcos. Under Bagong Pilipinas, he's only 1.5 years. And 1.5 years, correct, of his term. No? So we have to give a chance to the president. And therefore, any statement about, seceding independence just tries to really, bring up, stoke the fire, because it is also true that Mindanao does not also really get a big part of the budget. But ever since Ruben Canoy, my mayor of Cagayan de Oro, put this up, there has been presidents have been trying to be able to increase more budget, but not as what we would like this to be done. So that means that we do not want independence, but we want additional budget for the land of promise. Malayo kami. We are far from the centers of power and governance. And that is why now, with President Duterte and Speaker Alvarez saying that, I tell you, many who have also felt the poverty in Mindanao has some sympathy for this. But I am saying that let's give a chance to this administration with President Bongbong Marcos, who is inclusive, including Mindanao, to be able to provide, to fulfill the promise of Mindanao. And I am confident that with the president, we will be able to increase more budget, especially we're going to the budget process for this coming August, to precisely to stop this kind of, trying to, have a heated, you make our people, go on this and think about it. To be able, through progress, through development, stop all this kind of proposals, because we want to be strong, united Philippines. Thank you.
Nothing has been filed. So I think at this point in time, there's nothing to challenge.
Premature for the former president to file anything. What is happening now is that there are signature gathering. upon explanation to the people why we need this for change. And so it becomes, there's no justiciable question. That is the word that would bring a matter to the courts. No? What is a justiciable question? On controversy, a present controversy. Yung papapirma, yung pag-sign ng mga tao, that is the right to sign. Now, wala pang petition. Pag-file ng petition, premature pa rin because the petition is not, it's not sure it will be approved by the COMELEC on sufficiency of the petition. So it cannot be filed. So when there possibly be a filing, when the COMELEC will state that there is sufficiency of the petition, and when they declare that, they declare within 60 to 90 days the plebiscite. And then probably they will go to court and state, go against the executive secretary to be able to stop the plebiscite. But at this time, wala eh. All the cases against these political exercises goes into when it is approved by the proper body, the COMELEC. And so therefore, we are saying that premature, let's wait. There are signatures that have been signed. It will be filed. They will have to have a hearing and validation of this. And then probably later they can also file. I am sure any petition now will be dismissed by any court. And thank you.
Looking naman at the statement, with due respect to the Senate, sometimes strong statements require strong answers. So, hindi naman nakakasakit. Strong, yes, but that only shows how serious we take it.